Hey again, Daddy Abdullah here. Now we're going to start digging into this book. This book, again, for those of you who haven't heard about it yet, is called The Foundations of Philosophy. Now, philosophy is something we all have. Everybody in the world has a personal philosophy, or you could say a worldview, or a way of seeing things, or a set of lifestyles and mind styles that basically make up who you are. So we all have a philosophy. Some of us have very complicated philosophies. Hello, that'd be Daddy here. I've got a very complicated set of philosophies. Now, I wrote two of these books. They were both black: Principles of Philosophy, Volume 1, Principles of Philosophy, Volume 2. And when I finished them, my wife took a look very carefully at them. Tanya, who's a very prominent healthcare official here in the United States, and she said, you know what, these are too complicated. The young people that you're aiming towards, and I'm working with mentoring young people, working with juveniles in the system here in the United States, it's too complicated for them. So I said, all right, well, I'll fix that. I will write a third volume, and it's this one, but I'll simplify it. I'll break it down. I'll make it simpler. And what this book is four sections: the mind, the body, the social, the spiritual. Mental, physical, social, spiritual. Those four are in here, about 300 pages each, and they're in here. And basically, what they amount to is a set of ideas about how your mind, how you should see your mind, how you should see your body, how you should see the social world, how you should see the spiritual world. It's all in here, but it's been broken down to make it much more simple for understanding. So what I've got to tell you now is that I want you all to stay in the program, and by doing so, what you've got to do, you've got to start letting me know you're watching the videos. I just got done with number 81 a minute ago, and I talked about the problem. Now I'm going to talk about the solution. This is video number 82. So all you have to do is just send me an email, an email or a text message from Messenger, or a text message over at WhatsApp, and let me know you watched video number 81 and you watched video number 82, maybe a little bit about what you learned from it. And also, while you're in there, if you would not only like it, but make a comment in there and sign your name to the comment, then I know for a fact you were in there watching it. After all, why do I want to pay people who aren't watching the videos? If you're watching the videos, you want me to pay you, and for the the cellular use, the bundling use that you get charged for your cell phones. But if you're not watching the videos, you shouldn't expect me to pay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be breaking down more about the mental life, more about the physical life, more about the social life, and more about the spiritual life. I've only begun in the first 81 videos to talk a little bit about it. I'm a very smart guy. I've got a lot of deep stuff tucked away inside of my brain back here. After all, I'm old. I'm super old, you guys. And even though some of you young girls think, well, I'd marry him and age is just a number. Come on now, it really is. If I'm 68 years old and you're 21 years old, yeah, it's a very significant number. Go find a 21-year-old boy or a young man, 23-year-old, 25-year-old or whatever, and hook up that way. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to talk about that in the social relationships. In fact, we're going to talk a lot more about sex. We're going to talk more about social relationships, dating, what you should expect in a marriage. We're going to talk about a lot of that. We're going to talk about more details about a lot of intricate things that I think it's time we get a little deeper. But what I need you to do is verify you're watching and paying attention. And if you are, then I want to pay you for your use on the cell phone. And if you're not, then I want to cut you off. I'm sorry, I don't want to stop loving you. I'm always going to love you. But I will have to cut you off if you're not going to the cell phone. Look, I'm in there. And you're not going to the cell phone and watching the programs and learning from the teaching videos. We put a lot of entertainment in there too, so that you can see who's involved in the program. I've got complimentary ideas coming in the website. I've cut the program way back. I'm going to have to cut the program way back. Instead of having a nice staff to service everybody, we're just not going to have that. We're going to have to cut that off. And there's my wife calling. I'll have to call her back. Anyway, I'm going to cut this short because whenever my wife needs me, I want to go see what she wants because I love her very much. You guys are great. I love you. Let's work together. We're going to talk more and more and more about this book. I love you very much. Let's hook up and get together now. Let me know you listen to videos number 81 and 82. Then I'll know you're out there and I know you're for real. I love you so much. Bye-bye. God loves you most of all.